Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We are here for a singles match. We got Robert Castner going up against Cameron Holzmann. I say this a lot, but I mean it this time. Very much looking forward to this one because Robert, former two times teams champion, going up against Cameron Holzmann, who's had a very good, varied teams and singles career. Last year, his singles career, I don't think, was quite what he wanted it to be, but he's on the up and up this year. Robert, I think, trying to cash in some success that he found in teams, move it over to singles, and try to get to the big prize there, but hasn't been able to make it happen yet. So we'll see what happens here. Nick is here as always. Nick, what do you think of this matchup and the story behind it?
I'm excited as well, Tim. I think Robert has had success bringing his team success over singles. He was in a number one contender match last year. So, yeah, Robert's done great things in singles. We've seen Holtzmann do great things in singles. Not to beat a very dead horse in that last year wasn't as good as he wanted it. But, yes, he had a great win against Jeremy.
Yep.
I think this is a much more evenly matched match than maybe their rankings at this point in time would say.
I would agree. Let's get into it. We will start by talking to them in the promos.
Now, Joe, I don't know if you know this because no one has brought it up in my last match or in this match 20 seconds ago, but I did not win a singles match in the year of 2022. It was a bad year.
But you know what you did do last year? You played that match against Duel of the Fates.
This is true.
You get 75% of that performance. You've got this match. That was against Brittany, the current singles champ. And you played lights out. I respect Robert's former team's champion like myself. He's a fantastic player. But you even get 3/4 of that performance, and you've got this.
It's nice to know that Joe believes in me because the people from the year of 2022, including myself, do not. Manners maketh man. I'm going to die.
Kaiser, first, I acknowledge you for waking up this early. Thank you for doing so. Second, I was in 2 number one contender matches technically last year. Not to correct the host. I don't want to be that kind of guy, but I just want to say that. Third, Holtzmann is one of those scary people because you don't know if you're going to get the guy who misses 1 or 2 questions like he did against Duel, or the guy who got 5th out of 5 in the 5-way contender match. You don't know. And I know a lot of people in the Kingsmen want to play me because they think my attentions are focused elsewhere because life has blessed me with so much. But I want to say, when you look at this face, this just proves that instead of having one person that I'm motivated to do well for, which is this wonderful woman right here, I have a second person, and that's this wonderful woman right here. So I'm ready to go.
It's 3 a.m. I ain't got much to say, so let's go.
Cool.
Nick, thoughts on the promos?
I was really hoping Kaiser was going to say it's 3 a.m. and I must be lonely.
It's good. Let's get into the match. Start with round number 1. Nick, how is it going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the question, 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Not a question, but I would like to state that I am dedicating this match to my toothless Build-A-Bear who is sitting behind me on my bed.
And I just want to say that I respect all of your
is meaningful, I think.
All right.
Your first question comes in the category of YA. In The Hunger Games Catching Fire, when Katniss first meets Finnick, she is petting what kind of animal?
Did you enjoy being a young adult, or were you not a fan of that time in your life?
Am I not still? What?
I meant like, the macaw says no. She's like, no.
What does that make me? Am I an old adult?
Are you 27? She says. 5,
You're an adult.
4, 3.
I'm just the no.
1. Pens down. You're a real adult, she said. Let's go to Cam.
Horse.
And Robert.
Oh, I said a cat.
Horse is correct.
Because Finnick shows up easy with the sugar cubes.
All right, your next question is in the category of fandom quotes. Which Transformer said the quote, "Just kidding. I just wanted to show him my cannons" in Michael Bay's Transformers? The macaw laughing at the question. Was it about the Transformers? You playing in fandom? What a time.
Return?
Is she back? You and the baby? 5.
Oh.
You played Marangoni for the title. 1, pens down. Interesting dream. Let's go to Robert.
I said Ratchet.
And Cameron.
I said Jazz.
Both are incorrect. We were looking for Ironhide.
Jazz.
Cameron is on a delay.
Yeah.
Leave and come back.
Should I leave and come back?
Yes. I'm going to leave all that in. All right, Nick, what is the next question?
Your third question comes in the category The Worlds of DC. Which Worlds of DC film features the characters Lex Luthor, Barry Allen, and Hippolyta?
Your go-to beverage at a McDonald's. What do you get when you go through McDonald's?
I got a water bottle in the car.
You get a water bottle?
No, I got one in the car. I'm not buying beverages from McDonald's.
I get Dr. Pepper every time.
That's strange.
I don't even put that in McDonald's in Canada.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Cam.
Justice League.
And Robert.
Justice League.
That is correct. So it is 2-1 as we get into your next question, which is in the category of horror icons. Which film director appears as Dr. Wimmer in the opening of Jason X? Okay, so what's your go-to order at McDonald's? I know you don't go there a lot anymore, but
I haven't been there a lot. Plus, the Shamrock Shake's coming back, so maybe
Maggie was trying to get one the other day, and I accidentally forgot to order it. It was rough. She was not pleased, but you got to choose. Oreo Shamrock McFlurry. 5.
I saw that. That's the thing. Yeah.
You mean
That's
like a
fine.
mint chocolate?
The Shamrock Shake.
Pens down. Let's go to Robert
David Cronenberg.
and Cameron.
I've weirdly seen most of his movies. David Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg is correct. 3-2. What's next?
Your next question comes in the category of Middle Earth. In An Unexpected Journey, who wields Glamdring, the faux hammer?
We should give you a nickname like that. So like Nick the
faux hammer?
Yeah. Okay, cool. We could just call you the faux
I
hammer.
mean, yeah.
The
If you
friend. Oh, wow. Never mind.
friend maker?
Yo,
That's
friends
pretty
or
nice.
bow hammers would be a dope.
5,
name.
I'm
4,
also with a different type of tool that I should have
1.
said.
Pens down. The friend ho. Let's go to Cameron
Gandalf.
and Robert.
Gandalf.
Gandalf is correct. Your next category is DC. And the question is, in DC League of Super Pets,
Great.
what superpower does PB the pig get?
Screwdriver was the thing I almost said to finish that sentence.
Friend screwdriver. Well, yeah, it probably wouldn't be so great.
No.
He still said it though, but just not that.
Just not in succession, and then
Yeah.
you said it in succession. So now you sound like the weirdo.
You hear that, Bucky? He bamboozled me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Robert
Growing/shrinking power.
and Cameron.
She can change her size.
Both are correct. 5-4. What is next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of Star Trek. Who gets captured by Soren while investigating a ransacked observatory in Star Trek Generations? Ow.
What'd you do?
Cracking my knuckles.
Can't do that.
You can't do that.
I just nothing, no sounds.
I'm not gonna be able to do it, but I can do this with one hand. But I'm not gonna be able to do it on camera. I can't perform on camera. Clearly.
I can't perform under pressure. 5,
Yep.
4, 3.
You were the friend screwdriver.
Let's go to Cam
I said data.
and Robert.
Jordy LaForge.
Jordy is correct. So Robert ties it up 5-5. Your next question is in the category of American Spies. Who directed The Bourne Legacy? This is the one with legacy in the title.
And the
Of course.
Yep. Always important. Articles. Love them.
What's your
I
favorite?
prefer a Born Legacy, but that's just me.
Don't say the new beginning because you will get
Well, pens down. I mean, that's true. Let's go to Robert
Tony Gilroy.
and Cameron.
Tony Gilroy.
Tony Gilroy is correct. Director of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Let's go on to the final or next question from Nick.
comes in the category of Star Wars.
Look at that.
The question is, in Revenge of the Sith, we see General Grievous on Utapau telling the delegates of the Trade Federation that he is relocating them to what system?
I wish I could relocate Bucky to a new system.
Like New York?
Maggie agrees. Did you say New York? You can babysit him for a while if you want.
Hey,
Bucky, you want to go hang out with Nick?
Yep.
He's a big Cody fan. Big
Oh.
Cody.
Bucky takes Manhattan.
When Cody came and visited, he was big on Cody. 5.
We have a nice backyard.
I don't.
One
really-
pens down. Let's go to Cameron
I have the Tatooine system.
and Robert.
Mustafar.
Mustafar is correct. So Robert goes up 1 point, 7-6, as we get into your final question of the round, which is going to be in the category of the Wizarding World. Harry runs into Malfoy inside a shop called Flourish and Blots in which Wizarding World film? It's a pretty cool name. Oh, there's Bucky.
Yeah, I saw. I was distracted.
Just chilling. What's up, man?
What a life.
We were talking about that last night, that all he does is sleep and eat and then play. He's got the life. 5.
Hey Tim, you're getting used to fatherhood then.
2, yeah, right. 1 pens down. I think the babies will probably shit way more than he does. But let's go to Robert
Chamber of Secrets.
and Cameron.
My DVD would always skip this scene. Harry Potter. and the Chamber of Secrets.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is correct. So we end round number 1, 1 point game. Robert's up 8-7. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 2. How's it going to work today?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1. Be on the lookout. Stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today, which is brought to you by Best Buy. Get a new TV and get free delivery. My wife is so happy. The categories are horror icons, Law and Order, MCU, Pixar, DreamWorks Animation, DC, scores and soundtracks, and Marvel. So, Robert, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer?
Tim's gonna cost us all that sweet Best Buy money at some point. I swear to God.
Probably.
Kaiser, what do you think?
I mean, we like to go second. Second is logical. And Cameron hates to go first. So make this Canadian go first. Kind of sucks.
I'm not gonna add anything. So let's just
Okay.
Joke on you, Kaiser. I hate to spin at any time.
This is a very eclectic group of managers and players from different parts of the world here today. That's interesting. So this is going to be the spin for Cameron.
Winners spin first, Cam.
Yeah.
It lands on Marvel.
We discussed this. We know what we wanted to do. There's nothing on that
Yeah,
wheel that you missed in round 1.
it's not bad, but I think we spin again from this.
Just remember, there's nothing on this wheel that you missed in round 1, so you're good. But
Sure.
then again,
All right. This is what you are stuck with. It lands on DreamWorks Animation.
that's what I'm talking about.
I watched
Winners
Trolls and
did-
Trolls World Tour at the gym. Let's do this.
All right, Nick, would you please go ahead and give Cameron his questions in DreamWorks?
It's not a
Gladly,
joke, by the way.
Cameron, are you prepared for your questions in the category of DreamWorks animation?
Would a person who watched Trolls World Tour in public on a treadmill say no?
Guess not.
You might be the only one.
Your first question. Which DreamWorks film features a large monster on the side of the heroes, storming the drawbridge of a castle and then sinking to the bottom of the moat?
Shrek 2.
That is correct.
Rest in peace, my guy Mongo.
Your second question. What is the name of the rooster who tries to teach the chickens how to fly in Chicken Run?
Rocky.
That's correct for 2 points. Your third question. Who voices the villain Professor Poopy Pants in Captain Underpants, the first epic movie?
Nick Kroll.
That is correct for 2 points.
Could have used his full name.
Your penultimate question. What specifically does Pitch destroy that causes people to stop believing in Bunny in Rise of the Guardians?
Easter eggs.
That is correct. For 2 more points. And your final question. In Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, King Julian falls in love with Sonia, who is what kind of animal?
Ooh. Oh, a bear.
That is correct for 2 points. And the clean
I
sweep.
forgot
of
about that.
That
Extremely
movie's
weird.
fucking weird. All right, so we're gonna bring in Kaiser and bring back the
I
wheel.
remember King Julian's bear girlfriend.
All right, Robert, this is
Yeah.
your spin.
Weird movie.
It lands on opponent's choice.
Fuck.
So we will remove Kaiser. We're gonna bring back in Joe. Gentlemen, do you need to see the categories?
I think we talked about it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Do it.
scores and soundtracks, please.
Okay. All right, Robert, I will be giving you your questions in scores and soundtracks. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, your first question. Mark Streitenfield and Harry Gregson Williams composed the score for which film in the Alien vs. Predator series?
Prometheus.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What is the name of the song that the genie sings to Aladdin after first coming out of the lamp and meeting him in Aladdin?
Friend Like Me.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the most amount of Planet of the Apes films that one person has composed?
Two.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. What song plays over the final montage of the squad members back in Belle Reve at the end of Suicide Squad?
Multiple, please.
All right, your options are A, House of the Rising Sun, B, Dirty Deeds, C, Folsom Prison Blues, or D, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Can I hear the options again, please?
Yes, you can. Is it A, House of the Rising Sun, B, Dirty Deeds, C, Folsom Prison Blues, or D, Bohemian Rhapsody?
House of the Rising Sun.
That is incorrect. Cameron, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, House of the Rising Sun, B, Dirty Deeds, C, Folsom Prison Blues, or D, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Folsom Prison Blues.
It's also incorrect. We were looking for D, Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's like I knew Folsom was in it earlier, but maybe they just used it again.
And your final question, Robert. Who composed the score for Spectre?
Thomas Newman.
That is correct for 2 points. So, Nick, we have switched spots here a little bit. Cam is now up 1 point at 17 to Robert's 16. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
How is round number 3 going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. There's going to be 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. By the way, it's called the betting round. I forgot to say that. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
That reveal was like the title reveal in the Plane trailer.
By the way, it's called Plane. Your first category that you can bet points on is Marvel. Let's get bets starting with Robert.
2.
And Cameron.
1.
Okay, here's your question in the category of Marvel. What object does Peter nearly drop as Harry chases him at the beginning of Spider-Man 3? Nick, I'm putting a little note for you.
Oh, thanks. Can't wait to read it.
Underneath that question. Five.
Don't see
4.
your... Oh.
2, 1.
Sorry.
Hands down. I just can see that coming up. So let's go to Robert.
It's a ring or an engagement ring specifically.
And Cameron.
Yes, I put his camera.
Engagement ring is the correct answer. So Cameron will go down.
So I wouldn't know.
Cameron would go down to 16. Robert will go up to 18. Is that correct, Nick?
That's correct.
All right. What's the next category?
Next category you can bet points on is horror icons.
Let's get that started with Cameron.
2.
And Robert.
2.
Shocking. All right. Nick, can you read the question?
Your question is, which Friday the 13th film features Jason killing someone while they are driving an RV, causing it to crash?
Do we just need the subtitle or do we need the whole thing?
We would accept just subtitles.
Okay.
I was muting myself to avoid any potential squeaking, but he has dropped the toy.
Good.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Cam's first repeat.
Question again. Which Friday the 13th film features Jason killing someone while they are driving an RV, causing it to crash?
So I edited a match earlier, and in it there were no repeats used the whole match until the final question of the match.
Yep.
Mike Hanley used all 3 repeats.
Yep.
I was annoyed in the editing process.
I honestly thought you were going to say all 6 got used. And I'd be like, cool.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with Cameron on this one.
I said the New Blood.
And then we will go to Robert.
Jason Lives.
Jason Lives is the correct answer. So Robert goes up to 20, Cam down to 14. It's now a 6-point game, 3 questions remaining. Your next category you can bet points on is going to be scores and soundtracks. All right, let's get bets starting with Robert.
1.
And Cameron.
2.
All right, your question in scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Black Adam? This is a film that was released in cinemas.
Yeah.
No one saw it.
I did. It's the only time I actually did see it.
I did see it as well in cinemas.
But importantly, we saw Terrifier 2 after that, and that was much, much more enjoyable.
I love Terrifier 2.
My favorite movie-going experience.
3,
I didn't want to
2,
see that.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with Cam
Lauren Balfe.
and Robert.
Lauren Balfe.
And your winner, Robert Castner. Lauren Balfe was the correct answer. Nick, thoughts on the match?
Great match all around. Cameron playing fantastic, having the lead coming out of round 2. It's great stuff. Robert showing why he's continuously ranked among the highest level of competing fandom players. We will see both of these players again. I'm excited to do so. Robert maybe has a little momentum, but Holzmann definitely proved today that he is still in the talk amongst that level. I just don't think round 3 went the way he wanted, but 'tis the nature of the game.
Yeah. So we'll start post-match interviews, starting with Cameron.
Cameron, I promise that until maybe like awards time next year, I will not mention last year.
Until it comes time to nominate people for comeback player of the year.
Potentially. I will not mention last year anymore because this is a new year. And even though you are at an even record now, 1-1, even your loss today, I think, shows a lot of promise, shows a lot of people that they should be afraid of going up against Cameron Holzmann. So how do you feel about the match today? And talk.
Yeah, I feel good. Round 1, like I kept it close. I hit something that Robert didn't, which makes me feel good as a person who has never played for a title, and Robert is one who held one. Then round 2, DreamWorks, I was happy to see it, and then scores a soundtrack. Like, Robert is great, and I don't think there's anything on that wheel that I could have given Robert that would really stop him. And so the move was just give him the thing that if he misses, I have the best chance of picking up steals in, and then I had the chance for a steal, and I didn't get it. But that's neither here nor there. But no, I feel good. And then, like when strategizing before this match, Joe went, how do you feel about the wheel? What do you want to for sure spin away from? And the first 2 things I said were Marvel and horror icons. And then we get to the betting round.
Yeah.
But I don't really have enough room to just not be betting things and let Robert start running away. And so I had to take the risks. And unfortunately, they didn't pay. I watched Friday the 13th 3 and 4 yesterday. And then instead of continuing and watching 5 and then Jason Lives, which I hear there's an RV in that one, I decided to get on call with some of the Kingsmen and drink. And
and look what that gave you, Cameron. Look what that
No, I'm not.
You have a hangover and you lost, Cameron.
I still feel good about how I played. I at least have gotten a win this season. And also I said it in the private chat and I'll say it now. Robert really set this matchup in the promo where if I win, I look like an asshole beating the guy who went, I'm doing this for my wife and my newborn child, and I'm a 22-year-old living in his parents' basement with crippling student loan debt.
I think Candid still sent a message out to other players in the division. This is a 7 in round 1, which I think it's impressive. They're perfect in round 2. It's just round 3 just didn't go in his favor today. But to go up against someone like Robert, who, like we said, has held titles, and to play this well, Cam's not going to be in any trouble.
I'll be back in the tournament, and you have to make that happen because I said it now. So
I was
going
to say, Cam will be back in the tournament. Is there anyone you want to see there?
I'll take on anyone. You know what? Not Kaiser again. Playing Kaiser, especially in the first round of a tournament last year, sucked. Like, Kaiser's great, and it was a fun match, but God, that sucked for me. It sent me on a downward spiral.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Like, someone good, but not Kaiser, who I'm pointing down because those of us that are on and I have the multiplex account can see it. But yeah, good.
Wait.
No.
Well, Joe, Cameron, thank you for being here. Great job today. We'll see you come summertime as we bring in our winner today.
Holzmann next.
Possible. There's a potential there for sure.
Anyway.
Robert Castner, first singles match of the season in the books. Definitely one to impress, especially spinning your favorite thing in the whole world. Castner, how do you feel about the match today? You definitely still got it.
Hold on. Can you hear that?
Oh, I can. Oh, that's interesting.
See, I could do it when not under crippling pressure, obviously. So there you go. My newborn loves that. First of all, I have to give all the credit to Cam. He, as soon as the first question happened, and I was like, I didn't remember that at all. And then he got it. I was like, uh-oh, this could be bad. But I do that a lot. I miss like the first 2 questions, and then I settle down, I guess, whatever it is. And then when he got DreamWorks and I listened to his DreamWorks questions, because that's all I really studied. And I was like, fuck, I could have went 10 for 10. Maybe I should have spun first. And then opponents happened. I was like, definitely should have spun first. Yep. And then scores happened. And the best match I ever played was the one against Menchaca, I'm convinced. And that one I also got opponent's choice and also got scores and soundtracks and went 10 for 10. Here, I forgot Bohemian. I remembered Queen in the trailer for Suicide Squad. I didn't remember where it showed up. So that's my fault. But I think that proves that scores isn't something that I really fear. It's just something like, it happens. Also, thank you for giving me a song question that was Aladdin, because that's my favorite Disney movie. So that helped. But no, all the credit to Cam. Those categories in round 3, that's just really helped me. And I was fortunate that those paid off. So
yeah. So yeah, a couple of things. Number one, Aladdin is not very good. That's the first thing. And number 2 thing. So clearly, the path to a success is Robert is a glutton for like punishment. So as long as he seems like opponent choice, he'll be fine. So we know that going forward. And yeah, whoever's next, I believe we are excited.
When I spin spinner's choice, I'm going opponent's choice. There we go.
Well, I will say, Robert, that due to the interesting nature of this here act of fandom fights, the next time we see you again will also be in the tournament. You will be ranked amongst the highest, I imagine. I don't have an exact number for you at this moment, but we do look forward to seeing you there. Is there anyone you're looking to go up against in tournament?
Well, God knows that when I'm ranked very high in a tournament, I do particularly well, aka not so well. So, I would like to see Tyler again because I need to rectify the idea that I can't beat Tyler's. Because
Robert, not in fucking round 1. That's a no.
No, not round 1. Yes. But I do want to see Tyler because I want to rectify. Because that was a match I just blew. Like he was good, but I blew it horribly, and I would like to rectify that if possible.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Well,
is there like a third Tyler in Fandom right now? Besides the other side?
Not that I can think of.
Is Tyler Bates in Fandom?
Oh man, my wife hates Tyler Bates. She would want me to destroy him.
That guy. Yeah.
Oh, that's a composer. Guys, great job. I was like, who the fuck is that? Robert, great job today. Congratulations on the win. Tim, put a bow on it.
I'm confused.
Robert lost to Tyler Butler.
Oh no, I get that part. Yeah, that's whatever. No, I'm very excited. I would like to see the Tyler Birch versus Robert match again. That'd be fun. I'd be interested to see that. Maybe a rivalry growing there. Cameron played great. Robert played great. Kaiser and Joe said things. Yeah. This has been Fandom Fights. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys. Thank you to Nick for writing this one. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.